Well, we're 4 wins down and 30 wins to go. Let's see if we can carry on our 100% winning momentum in the Champions League. Hello, welcome to Club 5, Part 9 of the Global Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our Champions League fixtures against RB Leipzig and AS Roma. So since the last episode, we've only actually played 2 games, and that was a 4-0 win over Kaiserslautern and a 3-0 win over Freiburg. So we are still unbeaten now. I've only won 2 more games, but it doesn't matter. We're still unbeaten. We are still top of the league. I don't think we've done any more transfer business. Don't think anyone else has left the club, but the good news is Gavi and Warner have been offered new contracts. They haven't accepted them just yet, but they are going to sign new deals, which should hopefully keep them here for the next couple seasons or more. So that will be very good, especially for Warner, considering he is homegrown at club and still fairly. I'd still call him young. He's in his prime, so he's not on the decline just yet. But hopefully, we can take this 100% winning momentum and transfer it into some great performances in the Champions League. Starting off with RB Leipzig, obviously should be a fairly easy win because RB Leipzig, they're not in our league, or they are, but they're a bit below us. They're second in the league at the moment. But let's see if we can beat them. So the lineup will be Costa in goal, a back four of Ibanez, Haristov, Bradley and Dino, Gavi and Allen in the midfield. Allen is another player we have offered him a new contract because he's just been absolutely superb since he's joined. Then we've got Bergkamp on the right, Warner in the middle, Saka on the left, and Hayne up front. Come on, lads, let's hopefully probably just start this league phase off with a flying win. Hopefully a nice big win, at least like by at least 2 or 3 goals. That would be nice. Hopefully we don't lose it, because I would like to have a really good unbeaten season, whether or not that's just in the league or every competition we have. Dino has got the ball and he does slot it into the bottom left hand corner. If I tell you what, if we beat these like 5-6-0 today, the league is going to be, it's just going to be absolutely stupidly easy. If we smash RB Leipzig 5-0, we're winning the league this year. And we're going to do it in style, I reckon. If the league will be wrapped up by Christmas time, don't you worry about that. Or we'll have some sort of idea where we'll be finishing. Dino plays the ball to Warner. Haynes, Saka. That's a chance to play it where he plays to the left or right to him. Played the ball back to Allen. But he finds Bergkamp and Haynes does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0. We're not even 10 minutes into the game. We've already got our second goal. That is absolutely crazy. It's crazy. We're going to have a big scoreline. We've only had 2 shots, and they both coincided with a goal. That is it's ridiculous how great our shooting has been this season. Dino has got the ball, tries to play the ball through to Gavi, but it doesn't work out. But Allen makes a beautiful interception. Bergkamp, Gavi has the chance to cross it. Saka, oh my god, I think I'm dreaming. It's 3-0. Is that our 3rd shot of the game? Is it? I hope it is. That would be absolutely crazy. It is. Oh my god, 3 shots, 3 on target. We've scored 3 goals. This has potential to be one of the biggest wins ever. And RB Leipzig, they're not even a bad team. They're like the 2nd best team in Germany behind Bayern Munich. So yeah, what a start. We're not even like halfway through this first half. The victory's pretty much wrapped up, unless RB Leipzig possibly grab a goal, which I don't think they will, because our defence this year, albeit we've only played 4 or 5 games, has been absolutely absurd, and we do concede a goal. I'm not going to worry too much. Obviously, if it gets to about 3-0, yeah, then we might start worrying. But at the moment, it's all fine. It's still a 2-goal lead with half an hour left to play off the first half. That's a good save from Diogo Costa. His contract is also up at the end of this season. I haven't renewed it just yet because I'm still keeping an eye out for other goalkeepers. Not that we're going to sign anyone else because it's past the transfer window, so we might take a look at goalkeepers during the January transfer window if we don't give him a new contract. But I think goalkeepers it's probably the hardest position to buy because if there's a really good one, he's going to be mega expensive, and if there's a rubbish one or young one, he's probably not ready for first team football just yet. So you got to find that balance, which is very hard to come by these days. All right, come on, lads. We've got a couple minutes left to play of the first half. Apart from that crazy 15-minute spell with 4 goals, not a lot has happened in this first half. Evan Ferguson nearly found the back of the net, but he did put it just wide of the goal. And I must admit, what a first half. But I think we can definitely take control of this second half. That would have been nice if Warner got a goal from the free kick, but we do win a corner out of it, which Bergkamp will whip in. Was it going to be far post? Who was that lurking at the back post? It was close. It was a decent header, but I mean, he didn't actually connect with it. But if he did, that would have been a goal. We've had 10 shots, 10 on target. I mean, that's ridiculous. We've been really clinical with shots. Just a shame we only scored 3 of them. So 100% shot conversion rate. Technically, it's not really 30% now. Come on, lads. Let's hopefully try and get a 4th goal here to wrap the game up. We've got half an hour left to play. I think after this highlight, we will make our first couple of changes. It was never in goal. It was never in. That goal line technology completely rubbish. It needs to be fixed for FM26. Right. Let's make some changes. I think... who's going to come off? Let's get off Bergkamp. We're going to get on Thiago. Warner is also going to come off for Stenzel. And, you know what, we'll get off Gary for Soren. We'll get some of the youngsters on now that we know that... I think we've pretty much won this game. I don't see RB Leipzig getting 2 goals in 20 minutes, but you never know what can happen. Dino is looking a bit tired, so we might just get him off. But I want to try and preserve him because he is a really good left back. I don't really want to have to play Stefan Bausch for a good run of games, even though he could potentially develop into a nice, decent left back. And I think your final change, I'm not sure who to get on. Do we not have a left back on the bench? Stenzel can sort of play there, but we don't have anyone that can play in the attacking midfield role. I think we'll leave Saka on for now, and we will get off Haristov for... Let's get on Espinosa, give him a little bit of a running around. Obviously, just returning from injury, so give him a few minutes, see if he can do something from like a corner or a set piece of some sort. Come on, lads, we've got a couple of minutes left to play. Are we going to get a goal in this half? I don't think we are. Then we might do. There might be something. We've got a goal kick. It's played short to Allen. Saka, back to Bosch. Can we just get the ball upfield? Saka doesn't quite get there, but we do win the ball back with... Oh, Soren tried to play the ball through to Thiago, but we do give the ball away, and Ferguson does put the ball into the back of it to make it 3-2. I don't think there's enough time for Leipzig to get an equaliser. No, there isn't. It's a good win, obviously, in the league. I would prefer I think a much better performance against them is definitely needed, but we've got the 3 points. That's all that matters. A nice start to life in the Champions League once again. Are Mill in it? I don't know. Man City. What did Man City do last year? Did they haven't signed anyone, but I'm presuming they won the Premier League last year? Did they? Let's have a look. Stages. Did Man City win the Premier League last year? Sheffield United. Wow. Wow. I thought Aston Villa winning the Premier League. Was it Aston Villa? Yeah, I thought Aston Villa winning the Premier League was strange, but Sheffield United, My good God. And how Newcastle didn't win the Premier League that season with 4 defeats. It's an absolute, I don't know, just a tragedy. Millwall, where did they finish? 11th, I guess, not bad, but Sheffield United winning the Premier League, that's absolutely ridiculous. But I think we'll probably play this Wolfsburg game off camera. It should be a fairly easy win. They've not had the best of starts, 4 points from 4 games. It's definitely not good enough, so that should be an easy win. Then we'll come back for our second Champions League match of the episode against Roma. Oh, it was a nice, easy game against Wolfsburg. A 2-0 win with both of the goals coming from the centre midfield area. Someone with Blauser got the first goal, followed by Benjamin Kramashi for 4 minutes later. So it does leave us still top of the league, still 2 points clear of RB Leipzig. I'm just waiting for them to lose their first game of the season, which they have drawn against Bayern Leverkusen. We don't play them until December, so that is quite a long time. Hopefully they do lose a couple matches between now and then. Hopefully, I don't think they will. I think they're going to be similar to us. They'll keep on winning until they play us, then they'll go and lose again like they did in the Champions League. But we're not going to worry about the league for now. Let's focus on the Champions League and our second match in the Champions League this episode against Roma. So hopefully should be a nice easy win. So the lineup will be Costa and goal, a back four, Banez from Bosun, Bradley and Dino, Allen and Gavi in the midfield. Then we've got Bergkamp on the right, Warner in the middle, Saka on the left and Hayne up front. I think this team, this might be our best team. I think Fokadal has requested their transfer, so we will have to get in a new goalkeeper in January. I'm not sure whether it be a first choice, a backup, or a youngster decent potential. I don't think we've got any decent goalkeepers down in the youth setup, but not with decent potential. We've got players that could be a just a fine backup that's never going to play, but don't have anyone with 5-star potential, which is what I want to try and get, which that's quite hard to do. But there might be some goalkeepers, cheap goalkeepers out there. I'm not spending £100 million on a goalkeeper, so that's never going to happen. Bergkamp, we've got a corner. If we can get a goal, ideally now, that would be good. Rambosa was at the back post, but once again, doesn't quite get his head onto the ball. And if he does connect, he will find the back of the net at some point. I'm hoping. That's the theory. If you get your head on to the ball at the corner, it's going to be a goal. That was nearly a goal for Roma. Very close to finding the back of the net, but thankfully they did hit the woodwork, and luckily it didn't fall to any of their players. Come on, lads. We've got 20 minutes left to play of the first half. Still currently 0-0. That's a good bit of defending from our players. And now we are on the break with Saka down the left-hand side. He's got players lurking in the middle. Does he find one of them? Goes to Dino. Allen. Oh, he tries to find Hayne and lurking in the 6-yard box, but doesn't quite get there. Bergkamp. Hayne does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0. It's going to be checked by VAR. Why? It's clearly a goal. It went over the line. Of course it's a goal. You don't need to check VAR to see that was never offside. I think Bergkamp might have been the question of offside, or it might have been Hayne. It's certainly one of them two. Bergkamp wasn't. Hayne, he looked offside, but he wasn't. It's a goal. I don't care. We've scored it. All right, come on, lads. Let's try and get a second goal, ideally before half time. But if not, we will definitely grab a few goals in the second half. That could have been a penalty, but we've still got the ball. Saka tries to curl one into the bottom right-hand corner, but unfortunately does clip the other side of the post. That was almost pitch perfect, but just a touch unlucky. If it's a little bit windier, that's a goal all day long. Hayne, Ibanez has got the ball. Can he cross it? He does. And Warner is there with the header, and we are 2-0 up with a couple minutes left to play of the first half. This is very, very good football. We are gonna do a invincible season. We're gonna win everything this year. God knows what we're gonna do for the next save if we do win everything this year, because I haven't really thought about it. Don't really know what we're gonna do if we do win the Champions League this year. Come on, lads. Bradley, go on. Dino has got the ball down the left-hand side, plays the ball back to Bradley, back to Roboson. That's a good ball forward to Gavi, back to Roboson again. Come on, lads. And Banyes has the chance to cross it, finds Bergkamp. That's a great one. And Warner is there to finish it up. And we are now 3-0 up against Roma. This is some beautiful football. We are playing like prime time Barcelona. It's absolutely magnificent. It really is. Nobody's gonna beat us, especially when we're at our best. Maybe if we have a few injuries, that's where we might struggle. But hopefully, everyone stays fit, and that's a good save from Diogo Costa. A very good save. He's been kept fairly quiet this game. He hasn't had too much to do, but that's the first proper save he's had to do this game. And I thought we were going to go on a counter attack there. It looked like it, but the game decided to just end the highlight. I thought, oh, a fourth goal with half an hour left to play is definitely incoming. We are going to make a couple of changes. Dino is going to make way for Stefan Bausch, I think. Do we have a left winger on the bench? We do, sort of. Who the hell are you? Just purely for the fact we're 3-0 up and Saka is tiring, we're gonna get you on, Mika, whatever your name is, Mika. Yeah, your name is Mika. I think that's all we're gonna do for now. If he gets a goal, I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Or Roma are just really, really rubbish. Rubbish Roma. I mean, they are already rubbish because they've conceded 3 goals. But if this guy scores, I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to go wild till all of a sudden. Alright, Gavi is going to make way for Soren, who scored a screamer in the last game, by the way. Absolute screamer. Bradley comes off for Espinoza. And go on, let's go on Thiago for Bergkamp. Let's give him a little bit of game time. Bergkamp is tiring anyway, which Bergkamp I want to try and keep injury-free this year. I think he stayed pretty much injury-free for most of last season. He might have picked up a couple of knocks here or two last season, but hopefully we can try and keep him as fresh as possible this season, because he's going to be absolutely vital in our quest to ideally complete a invincible season. Micah does lose the ball, but I'm not expecting anything big from you, but he does look quite tall, by the way. I don't know how tall this guy is, but if it's over 6 foot, not that you can really tell just by looking at a little guy on the screen. Alright, come on lads, let's hopefully try and get a 4th goal. We've got 5 minutes left of the game. I don't think Roma are going to get a goal, but they are knocking the ball around, and Baldanzi has put the ball into the back of the net to get Roma their first goal and only goal of the game, which I don't think they're going to get a second goal with a couple minutes left to play. And that is a very, very solid win. 3-1, 2-goal difference. That is it's very good. We are very, very good. Almost too good, in fact. If this winning momentum carries on, imagine where we'll be in the league, or both leagues, in fact, the Champions League and the Bundesliga. This will be absolutely insane. And just because I think the league is going to be stupidly easy, I think we're going to play a whole bunch of games off camera. Then I will come back for our games against Atletico Madrid and Barcelona or RB Leipzig. We'll see how we're doing, but probably Barcelona. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.